Hey guys, I'm here to show you my Dragunity Assault Mode deck. This is the deck I took to regionals and I got to second place basically. I lost to only the undefeated guy and it was really good. It was very consistent. I really didn't expect to be there, but I did. I got the mat. Not sure what the guy is on the mat, and I also got this binder. So here we go. Start off the deck. We have 2 Stardust Dragon Assault modes. We don't run 3 because too many dead draws. We have 1 Assault Beast. This is to grab the Assault mode activate. 1 or 2 is fine. And 3 Phalanxes, obvious card in the deck. 2 Acleas, very good card, especially with Legionnaire. Ducks, this is what gets your Stardust out. And it's great first turn, especially with Ravine. And if it's a dead draw, ditch it for the Ravine or do something with it. 3 Legionnaires. It's a very good card, obviously. 2 Mistletones. Not sure how to pronounce it, but this is just in case your Ducks, Legionnaire gets Effect Veiler, tribute that, bring back Phalanx, sync for Stardust. And if you have a Phalanx in hand, it's auto Stardust. 3 Ravines. Best card in the deck right now. Makes the deck consistent and it's just amazing. Terraformings, obviously to get the Ravines. 2 MSTs, just to get rid of those annoying back rows. And if you have a Stardust on the field, you can activate an MST to save it from like an enemy controller or D-Prison, whatever. Forbidden Lance, protects your monster so you can get Stardust Assault mode or Stardust out, doesn't matter. And if you have Stardust Assault mode out and your opponent does something like summons a gigantic beat stick, you activate this to either save Stardust by negating this card's effect with Stardust, or you can just activate this on their guy and Stardust will run over. 2 cards of Consonance, just to help make the deck a little more consistent. 3, I think it's too many. Reborn, Dark Hole, Dragunity, obvious. Foolish Burial, that extra consistency. And 3, Assault Mode activates. This is the card that you tribute Stardust with, especially some Stardust Assault Mode. I really like this card because it's a trap card, and if your opponent tries to take your Stardust, activate this, they lose their target. Or when you attack with Stardust and they de-prison, compulse, whatever, activate this, they lose their target, and you get another attack. 3 7 tools. I really hate Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, all those trap cards like Roll Oppression. I main 3 of these and it worked fantastically. And I cannot tell you how many times I've stopped a Solemn Warning and won a game with just 7 tools. Solemn Judgment, just like an extra 7 tools, except stop monsters and spell cards. And Call the Haunted, just to go for extra plays. Right, the extra deck, 3 Vadrianas. This is what you go from Ducks with Phalanx into, then you grab Phalanx again and go for a level 8. Usually it's Stardust. Sometimes it could be a Scrap Dragon, which helps a lot in this deck. It's an amazing card. I might run 2 actually. 1 Trishula. Yes, you can bring out a Trishula in this deck. It's a little hard, but it's okay with Ravine. Just summon a Legionnaire first or Ducks. Keep that on the field. Next turn, search out for another one. Bring back Phalanx, sync for level 9. Trish. Trident Dragon. This is the guy that does the OTK. You sync with the level 8 dragon with your Phalanx. I'm not sure if there's any way other to bring him out, except Leviathan or something, but I don't run Leviathan. So this guy's still really good though. Mistworm, just in case of that tiny situation. Colossal Fighter, I love this guy. This guy just saved me so many times at regionals. So it's great level 8, and it's really hard to run over him, especially if your opponent doesn't have a Smashing Ground or something like that. Gaia Knight, it's a level 6 to run over Stardust. Bryanak, level 6, that best level 6 in the game right now for Synchros. Android, just for those little situations where you have to run over something, and no other level 5 is strong enough to beat over it. Catastor, it's a great level 5, maybe the best. And then the last one is Vortex. This is very situational, but when he dies, you can bring out like a Legionnaire or a Dux, and usually I will have a missile team in hand, tribute them, and just go ahead and do whatever I need to do. For side deck, it's not really anything special, and I didn't really side much in regionals. In fact, I've only used 2 cards whenever I sided, and yet it was just Effect Veiler. I've only been able to use Effect Veiler once the entire time, and I have sided in Effect Veiler at least 6 times, which is weird. I don't main Book of Moon because so many people expect it. So when they first see Stars Assault mode, first game, they'll side in a lot of stuff for the Stars Assault mode because they obviously don't want me to get it out again. So I'll side in a bunch of stuff like Effect Veiler, Book of Moon to replace that and just throw off their game. Torrential, Mirror Force, good cards. 3 Chain Disappearance. I've not been able to use this card, but I have seen this card in play, and it was devastating to the other player, especially with plants and what else? 6 Sands with their. I believe this works on their tuner. 3 Roll Decrees for those really trap-heavy decks. Yeah, so I would side in my Assault Mode activates out, replace it with some of these cards, throw in the Decrees just to stop the back rows because it's getting annoying. Swallow Flips because I expected to see some GB players out there, but unfortunately I didn't, so I didn't really get to use these, so yeah, I don't know. This card is actually really silly. Imperial Iron Wall, this card makes it that cards cannot be removed from play. I really did expect to see some decks that would side in Deep Fissures, Banishers, but I didn't see any, so this card never got into play. And 1 Crevice. I'd use this over DD Crow because DD Crow can only remove 1 and this can remove 2, and it's really actually devastating. Alright guys, that's the deck. Tell me what you think, and good luck to you all.